You know that moment when you are at work, staring at your computer screen, and you suddenly ask yourself, what am I even doing here? And you start preaching to yourself, there's more to life than this. If you felt that before, don't worry. You might just be at the crossroad of your career pivot. Welcome to Professions Unfiltered, the show where we have the conversations that every professional is thinking, but hardly anyone says out loud. I'm Precious, your host, and today I'll answer the big question. How does one know it's time to pivot from your career path? Let's be honest, in Nigeria, we were raised on one gospel. Go to school, get a job, and stick with it till retirement. But reality is writing a new script. Many of us are sitting in offices or standing in shops, wearing job titles that no longer fit the people we've become. We wake up every day to jobs that drain us more than they develop us. We smile on Zoom calls but cry in traffic. Always typing, kindly find attached, but aren't even kind to ourselves. We collect salaries, but we've stopped growing. So how do you know it's time to change direction before your career becomes your cage? Sign 1. When passion turns into pain. There's a difference between being tired and being drained. Tired means you need rest. Drained means you need change. If you wake up every morning with that tightness in your chest, that, oh God, not again feeling, it might be a sign. At first, it starts small. Boredom, frustration, small irritations. But then it becomes a weight. You dread Mondays. You stop caring. You stop improving. That's not discipline anymore. That's your soul saying you've outgrown this phase. Sign 2. When growth has stopped. Let me tell you something. When you are no longer learning, you are dying slowly. If you've been doing the same things for years, and your biggest challenge is staying awake during meetings, it's time to ask yourself, what am I still doing here? Growth doesn't always mean promotion. Sometimes it means purpose expansion. That is moving to a new lane where your skills, your story, and your spirits can stretch again. Sign 3. When your career and values clash. Ever felt like your job is making you become someone you're not? Maybe you love people. For example, you are the HR manager of your company, but your work keeps forcing you to manipulate people. Or you're a media guy that keeps competing in ways that don't sit right with your spirit. Maybe your company's culture doesn't match your principles anymore. That internal discomfort, that quiet rebellion is a signal. You are evolving, but your career hasn't caught up yet. Sign 4. When opportunity knocks elsewhere. Sometimes life gives you a glimpse of what's next. It might be a new idea, a side gig, or even a hobby that gives you joy. You start teaching on weekends, freelancing online, or baking small chops just for fun, and suddenly it feels alive. You see that spark? Don't ignore it. That could be your next chapter calling. The mistake many make is waiting for permission to start over. But nobody is coming to say, it's time. You have to read the signs yourself. Now, there's this pivoting myth I need to clear up. Pivoting means realigning, not quitting overnight. You can start building new skills, networking in your new field, or volunteering in spaces that fit your future path. Your pivot can be gradual. It can be strategic, but it has to be intentional. Remember, you are not abandoning your past. You are leveraging your experience. Every job, win, failure, and challenge was preparing you for this shift. Of course, pivoting is scary. Nigerians love stability, even if it's no longer convenient. We say, at least the devil I know. But that's just your emotional decision to change. Here's the truth I've learned. Comfort can be more dangerous than risk. You can't discover new possibilities while clinging to what's familiar. Growth requires discomfort. And sometimes the most courageous thing you can do is admit this version of me has finished its work here. So maybe it's time to ask yourself, am I still passionate about this path? Am I still growing? Do I still align with what I do? If your answer is no, maybe your next season is waiting, and all it needs is one bold step. Because at the end of the day, your career is not your prison, it's your platform, and every platform has an upgrade. This has been Professions Unfiltered. If you felt this, like this video, share it with someone who might be stuck, and subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. I am Precious, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.